It's 6 months since Talked About Marketing began its journey back in April of this year on Easter Monday. And what a journey. And I feel it's been at such a pace that I just need some river time, which is why I'm in the Riverland. And I must say, if you were ever going to spend an anniversary somewhere that was important and profound, the Riverland has got to be it, because the people at Destination Riverland are leading the way in understanding what it is to be proud of a region and share that pride with other people. I am mightily impressed by their ambassador program. I even got to meet Russell Ebert, one of their ambassadors, last night, who, was friendly enough for a port guy. And I've got a confession to make to you. I'm a Glenelg supporter. Have been all my life, but...
Gee. You seemed a sensible sort of fella too when we were talking. Oh.
But it wasn't in a good year this year.
It was. Fantastic. What's that, your fifth one since 1934? That's not a bad effort. One every, 36 years or something?
I just wanted to acknowledge someone who is obviously key to the Adelaide show existing is my dad,
Right.
Barry.
Yeah.
He's kind of... if you ever wanted a groupie who was a man, it'd probably be him.
Well, Barry, how did you produce this and how did you let him get away with being not only a Glenelg supporter, but also Crows?
Yeah.
Come on, Baz, you got to lift your game.
Do you know why crows? Look at that. All my teeth.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Is it?
Yes,
Yeah. Why should people in South Australia, because the Adelaide show is for all South Australians, why should we include the Riverland in our life?
Well, we talk about the Flinders Ranges, we talk about the Coonawarra, but there's so much to see in the Riverland here with the beautiful Murray River. There's houseboating, there's fishing, there's skiing, there's wineries, there's coffee shops, there's all sorts of playgrounds for the kids, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to not only come up and visit, but move to and bring your families up. So at least give us a chance and come up here and spend a couple of weeks in the beautiful Riverland.
But the other thing that really struck me is here at the Riverland Wine Centre, I must say, Andrew and Bronnie were the most magnificent hosts, and they're emblematic of what it is to practice great customer service. Nothing was too much trouble. They anticipated needs. Really, it's a textbook example of customer service, which is what I was in town doing, running a workshop for TIC SA, the Tourism Industry Council, on designing better customer service experiences. What a great group of people were here. And it's afternoon tea time. We actually have afternoon tea served, but no one is breaking out of the conversation groups. So this is the bane of a presenter. I want this to happen. This conversation is magnificent, but we've got to keep moving on. It's a joy and a challenge all at once. Of course, there probably is a silver lining. I get the food all to myself. And yet, there are pockets still around the region, like this particular cafe. This was the sign that greeted me when I walked in, and I almost left. If I wasn't desperate for that hit of coffee, I would have just walked out, because that sign is basically saying, look, go away from here. We're not interested in you. You don't respect us enough. And I believe there needs to be two-way respect in all human relationships, but that sign, as your first impression, really sets a tone that's not a helpful tone, especially in 2019, when it's easy enough to carry around your own coffee and get coffee in other ways. So let's hope. Well, I actually think that is the sort of attitude that's gradually disappearing as the Riverland and SA in particular really embrace this sense of customer service, and not just in private enterprise. Government departments are taking this seriously. There's a lot of action happening behind the scenes to take the experience of their customers, their clients, more seriously and really develop that. So all is set for another amazing 6 months of working with everyone. Please, thank you. Thank you if everyone who's worked with me thus far, and vice versa. There's so much more on the horizon. I'm looking forward to it. Also looking forward to getting to Kangaroo Island very shortly to do some work over there. So keep your eye on everything. Oh, by the way, 2 fringe shows next year. 2 Cats Drove into the Cuckoo's Nest with Ralph Hadzik, and the other one with Becky Blake. It's called Innuendo Everywhere. Becky Blake and Steve Davis Do It. I think that's going to be a scream as we play with language, and because I love playing with it in front of people. So nothing is better than having people laugh and enjoy the language play, the word play. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, lots of new workshops coming next year through the Adelaide Business Hub. So lots to come up. Thanks very much. 6 months. Whew, here we go. I'll be teething soon.